It made me more independent, and I was on my own most of the time. I'm able to go from my hall to my lecture hall because the device is smart and is able to detect objects. So the chances of me hurting myself was very low.
Inclusive Tech Group presents Empowering Independence, a documentary on a smart cane developed by Team Oracle to assist the visually impaired.
Every day, millions of people around the world face the challenge of navigating a world not designed for them. For those who are blind or visually impaired, simple routines can present significant challenges. But what if technology could offer a new path forward, empowering independence and transforming lives? This is the story of the Smart Cane. Our story begins at the Disability Hackathon, a dynamic event where innovators and persons with disabilities come together to co-create solutions for real-world challenges. Here, Team Oracle, driven by desire to make a difference, embarked on a mission to reimagine the traditional white cane.
These are two samples of the initial devices which we developed. So this one here was the phase 2 and this is the phase 3.
Fred Minta, Team Oracle member, speaking.
So the phase 2, as you can see, is a bit bulky, which we actually improved on the phase 3. So the phase 2 comes with the camera model. It also comes with other sensors. Once it's charged, it lasts close to 8 hours. That is when it's in use. It comes with the app. So what the app does, it works in two modes. You as the user and also your caregiver. The caregiver is able to track you wherever you are because of this device. And not only that, the device also with its camera model help the person with visual impairment in terms of identifying object or obstacles on its way. It's able to capture it and describe it to the person. So the person with visual impairment get to choose between either through the speaker which is attached to the device or through the phone, and it communicate to the person through Bluetooth or through the speaker. So it comes with it background sound and also it vibrates. So it vibrates for the person to know that or there are obstacle in your way, so you need to take different route. And this is the advanced form of this. So this is the third phase of the device. So we try to minimize the size of the device. So this one has all the functionalities of the phase 2. But one unique thing about this one is every image that the device captures on its way is being stored such that you, the caregiver, can be able to track and see the obstacles or the images that the person encountered on its way. And based on that, you can locate the person through the app. And not only that, this one also, the charging power, we tried as much as possible to increase it. So once we charge it, it lasts longer than the 8 hours that is in use. And also, it has all the functionalities of this one, and you will be able to get all the information.
Design of the smart navigation device. So the inspiration came from DHAC 2021. That was the maiden edition where we were paired with lawyer Caritas and Kelly. So the team was to design device or anything that can help the disabled community.
Albert Esilfi, Team Oracle member, speaking.
Lawyer Caritas and Kekeli, they are visually impaired. So during our interaction with them and then from our research that we did, we got to know that visually impaired face a lot of difficulty in terms of navigating their surrounding. Even using the traditional white cane, they still have some limitations that they cannot overcome. So as innovators, we came together with our team members to come up with this device to help them in navigation.
So during the building process, our first phase, we designed the device such that it's being attached to the white cane. With its assessment and other things, he recommended that if the system is being attached to the white cane, it's going to be a bit difficult for them in terms of when it runs out of battery and other things. So he proposed that we work on one that to be detached so they can take it off and charge it while they can still work with their normal white cane. So after charging, they can attach it to it. So based on that, we also worked on that model. Then after working on that model, we took it to Ghana Blind Union, where at Ghana Blind Union, the director also assessed the stick. Then he gave us some input and recommendation.
When I first saw the device, it was hooked onto a cane, and my first reaction was that it was too big, it was too bulky, because I was looking at something that would be easier to carry.
Dr. Obeng Asamoah, Executive Director, Ghana Blind Union. speaking.
and something that even could be handled in the pocket. And I see that the inventors of the device took my advice and they came up with this one, a smaller version. And that is okay because it must be something that is easy to be carried around. So if you look at the two, you can see that this one is bigger than this one. And I'm trusting that in the future it will even be smaller than this.
So based on that, we came up with 3 different models and we gave it to Kekeli, where together with her friend, they used the device for close to 3 months and assessed how it is.
We can have two switches so that we can turn. So, for example, you turn on the sound, or another switch that can also turn on just the vibration without the sound.
Sarah Kekeli, a visually impaired student of the University of Ghana, speaking.
Even with the beeping sound, if there can be something like Bluetooth, where you can just connect to an AirPod or a Bluetooth device, so it's in your ears, and then you are walking, and the only person who is hearing the sound, and then you know how to navigate, especially when you are in the midst of a lot of people, because the sound like this, it draws attention. Yeah, so.
Then she gave us some input and other things, which currently we have improved on, and she's going to be using it and testing it also for the final phase of the development. Final device, which will be coming out very soon, is going to be very small, since we are currently working on our custom motherboard, which is going to integrate all the various features which our end users have given us the recommendation. They can have it handy in their handbag or in their wallet. They can attach it anytime they want to attach it to the stick.
The Disability Inclusive Hackathon, DHAC, is organized and supported by Inclusive Tech Group, an organization committed to fostering an inclusive innovation and empowering individuals with disabilities.
The Disability Inclusive Hackathon, DHAC for short, came out as a result of a 4-year-long empirical research by Executive Director, who is in the person of Dr. Millicent Aganjiba. And that research was meant to enhance the digital space for persons with disabilities.
Joseph Abwaje, project coordinator at Inclusive Tech Group, speaking.
The research showed that the involvement of persons with disabilities in creating assistive technologies always yields a better result. So for that matter, they came out with the Disability Inclusive Hackathon. And the Disability Inclusive Hackathon is a 3-day long event. And what the event does is it brings together young technocrats between the ages of 18 to 35 and up to 40 for persons with disabilities to come together, pitch solutions, and create assistive technologies to help persons with disabilities. So during that time, we have 10 teams participating, and these 10 teams are made up of 2 to 3 individuals, and at least there should be 1 person with disability in each team. So this helps technocrats to work with persons with disabilities directly. So the person with disability will then tell the technocrats their problems and then work hand in hand with them so that the device that they are creating will help solve problems that such a person is facing. So when these people come together and work with technocrats, they get the right solutions for themselves.
One of the judges at the DHAC who brought experience and a critical eye to assessing the project was Ms. Farida Bejwai.
My first experience with a local disability hackathon. I've been a judge of various other hackathons which have involved projects concerning people with disabilities, but they have never been in Ghana. So it was quite interesting to get a local perspective on some of these things.
Farida Bedre, a software engineer and judge at DHAC 2021, speaking.
For me, the high point in all this was the fact that we formed teams consisting of people with and without disabilities. We insisted that whatever product you are developing for the hackathon, it had to involve somebody with the disability who you are trying to help. So suddenly they had to find people with no disabilities and add them to their team. I mean, for the first time, they had to collaborate with people who on a number of circumstances they wouldn't be in contact with. And they had to interact with them, they had to consult with them and all those things. And for me, the fact that they were able to form relationships with them, friendships, and realize that they are just like anybody else, it's just that a part of their body is not working the way it should. That was the highlight of it for me. Even more than the products that came out of the whole thing, because what we need in this part of the world is acceptance as people with disability. We need to be accepted into society, and we'll never be accepted if people do not interact with us. So I remember when I saw the innovative idea of the smart kid, and I was quite impressed because suddenly I saw the opportunities and the potential for independence of people with visual impairment. Because if the kid could interact with them in a real-time manner and let them know what is ahead of them, it is really revolutionary. I was really happy about it. I thought I was part of the journey, so obviously I approved it.
To truly understand the impact of the smart cane, we need to hear from those who use it. Meet Sarah, a student at the University of Ghana who has been testing the prototype and providing invaluable feedback.
When the prototype was first made, I had to experiment with this, and I realized that it detects objects and it detects people too. So it had different beeping sounds. So when it beeps continuously, it means that the thing is static. When it beeps for a long time, then it means that the object is a moving object. So you are able to move away from the object. I experimented with it on campus for a very long time. And then I realized that it made me more independent. And I was on my own most of the time. I'm able to go from my hall to my lecture hall because the device is smart and is able to detect objects. So the chances of me hurting myself was very low.
The smart cane is a very wonderful innovation, and I believe many blind persons in this country will code for it. This is why we are investing into technical education, making technology-based solutions to our problem. So I call upon government, industry to get interested in it. Currently, all the canes that we use are imported from China, from India, from some parts of Europe, some from America, and it makes their cost a little high. If we can have this homegrown solution to our problem, and we can support this smart key, then we can produce them locally. And I believe that would impact positively on the price and availability to blind persons. In West Africa, we don't have producers of white canes. So with this, the market for this product is not limited to Ghana. We are looking at the entire sub-region and even beyond. We might not right now see the gold mine that we are holding in our hands, but I bet you, if we support this initiative, if we support its manufacture, its production and distribution, I believe we will not regret it.
All the smart canes I know, they come together with the cane. So, but with this one, you can attach it and you can detach it. So you can still use the traditional white cane and still use the device in the sense that those who produce the traditional white cane will not be out of business. All you just need is just to get the device and attach it to your white cane. And I think that this makes it more affordable. With the other smart canes, it means that when the cane spoils, then everything is spoiled. But with this one, when the cane is out of shape, you can just get a new white cane and then just attach the device to it.
The smart cane is more than just a technological device. It's a story of collaboration, innovation, and the unwavering belief in the power of technology to transform lives. As it continues to evolve and improve, The Smart Cane promises to empower independence and open new possibilities for the blind and visually impaired in Ghana and beyond, showing that with creativity, compassion, and a commitment to inclusion, we can build a more accessible and equitable world for everyone.
This documentary is produced by Adonai Studios for Inclusive Tech Group.